Hey everyone, Brett Lemker here, founder of Ajarro. If you participate in Amazon's FBA prep and labeling services, this message is for you. Amazon announced a few months ago that they will be discontinuing applying both F&SKU labels and prep for incoming units effective January 1st, 2026. Having been on the platform for 19 years, this is a major change. And a change that brands and manufacturers, and yes, you resellers, need to prepare for. So, what's changing? Amazon, again, is no longer applying any prep. So, any bubble wrap, poly bags, and then they're no longer applying the F&SKU label on top of that prep. So, what you should do now, because we all know that the first of the year is approaching very quickly. If your warehouse already handles prep and labeling, great. Now's the time to make sure that your 3PL is stocked on all of those prep materials, that they have the thermal labels for your F&SKUs to prevent any out of stock issues come January 1st. If you handle your own prep internally or you ship from your own warehouse internally, it's time to start planning. During this planning and costing process, remember that Amazon charged anywhere from about $1.40 to $1.80 for both prep and F&SKU labels per unit. So when you add those costs up, I suspect that you, as the manufacturer, will be saving money in the long run. If prep is not possible in-house, I do have several reliable repackers and 3PL contacts that I can recommend, so feel free to reach out to me directly. And if you were thinking, if your mind goes to my glass jars and chips or cookies, they don't need prep. Think again. Those items are highly breakable. Your refund rate will be extremely high. You're going to get hit with all kinds of fees, and I would say even most importantly, if your product breaks in transit, you're going to begin to incur negative reviews, which is the last thing you want, especially knowing that that could have been prevented in the first place. So a few smart workarounds. Again, you're going to have to bring the FBA prep and F&SKU labeling in-house, or task that with your 3PL. Two alternative options are ships in its own packaging. So the sellable item is packaged in such a way that you can ship that item to Amazon. Amazon can simply slap a shipping label on top of it and ship it to the purchasing customer. This means Amazon is not placing that item that is enrolled into ships in its own packaging into an Amazon overbox. Rather, again, it ships to the customer in its original packaging as Amazon received it. This is an excellent program. It reduces touch points, costs for you, the manufacturer, and decreases carbon emissions. And we all know that Amazon has a pretty strong carbon goal that they're hoping to reach. And I do suspect that those manufacturers on platform who don't meet their climate goals will receive some sort of repercussions that haven't been announced yet. The alternative program is Amazon's Merchant UPC program. So this program allows you to enroll the actual UPC or G10 into Amazon's UPC program, as opposed to having to print and apply F&SKU labels. That doesn't resolve the prep issue though. So if you are able to enroll the item in the UPC program, great. That means you no longer have to apply those F&SKU labels, but you will still need to apply prep if your product requires prep. Just to kind of a few final thoughts here is start planning now. You know, it's the middle of November 2025. And the worst thing that could happen to any brand on Amazon is you go out of stock, because you're unable to prep your products or apply FNSKU labels. The recovery from that out of stock is going to take months. In addition, your advertising campaigns are going to take a hit. It's going to take a bit for those to ramp back up, as will your organic search rankings. If this update helped you, hit subscribe at the bottom. And if you have any questions at any time, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can also contact me on my website. Thanks so much. Have a great day.